Okay. I guess Cassie about to get in the hotel. Get about to get in the elevator. Here comes Diddy. My God. I saw bits and pieces of it, but I ain't see this part. I saw bits and pieces of it on Twitter, bro. That's kicked her and tried to drag her. My God. This man is in his towel, bro, in the hallway trying to force her to come back. This whole Diddy situation is crazy, bro. Like, some of this shit just be unbelievable until you see it yourself, and it's like, wow, bro. And you can see in the back mirror back there, you know what I'm saying, back in the back there. I wish it had sound, bro. I truly do wish it had sound. That man was locked, bro. Look like she's trying to call somebody. My God, bro. Diddy lost his marbles, bro. This man really lost his mind, gang. I wish we knew who she was trying to call, bro. I wish it was some volume on here. She's more than likely crying her eyes out and scared as fuck. Excuse my language. She's probably terrified. Okay, this is her walking to the elevator at first. He must have been in the shower or something, and she tried to slide out. No, but he had socks on. Ain't nobody showering with socks on. That's crazy. And here he come running. Oh my God. He was trying to drag her back to the room. A billionaire, bro. P. Diddy, gang. Can have any woman on the planet he wants, bro. But this how you treating women, bro. Ain't nobody gonna wanna fuck with you. And you see people on Twitter and shit or all over social media talking about people turning on Diddy. Nigga, after watching this shit, who wanna be what? Who wanna be around Diddy, gang? Who trying to be his friend, gang? Dog. This is the unedited version of the assault, and it was released by the Department of Justice. Look like he's standing there talking crazy to her. My man's came up, hotel security or somebody from the hotel finally got up there trying to talk to Diddy about what's going on. The guy's still there talking to Diddy. He probably just trying to figure out what's going on. Somebody probably called and said it's loud out there and he tripping. Now, Cassie, what are you doing going back? She probably said she probably trying to get her stuff. I'm assuming because it's only so much he gonna be able to do if you tell him what's going on. You know what I'm saying? That nigga Diddy is a monster, gang. Okay, now she got her stuff back. And she leaving. Okay. Hotel security or hotel lobby guy, whatever. He's leaving the room. Diddy comes back out the room to do what? Nigga, put some clothes on. Bro, that nigga is. Okay, there you go right there. Oh my god, he dragging her again? Oh, this from a different angle. This is the same. Dog, this nigga mind is gone. There go Cassie again, trying to get her stuff. So the video is just a replay of the same shit, just from different angles. Listen here, bro. Real shit. Grown up, bro. As a black man, bro, grown up, as a black kid, everybody wanted to be either the black Bill Gates or you wanted to be or you wanted to be like Diddy or Jay-Z. Because rap and sports is so deep rooted in the black community, you know what I'm saying? But that's not your only options if you're watching this, obviously. You got more options than just trying to go pro in sports or trying to be a rapper. Now, if you are trying to go pro in sports or you're trying to be a rapper, that's dope. Chase your dreams. Do that. Make it happen. But Diddy is a black icon. He was an icon in the black community, gang. This is somebody that people looked up to, bro. Like, dead ass. And then you got this proof right here, right? You got shit like this. You can't miss it, gang. You can't skip it, you can't miss it, you can't pass it. Because you know what you're looking at. You're looking at a very rich and powerful man commit domestic violence. But obviously, domestic violence happens on all levels. You got men who do it that ain't got $20 in their pocket. And then obviously you got men who do it who have over $1 billion net worth. I know we've all seen and heard about the trial and Cassie deciding to testify and whatnot. But you got people still talking about motherfuckers turn their back on Diddy. Like, bro, who, like, you want to be friends with a guy like that? They was trying to tear Jay-Z down a couple months ago. But you know, Jay, he lawyered up. If he got to provide proof that he not a part of nothing crazy, he'll do it. In respect to that, he has a lot to lose. He has kids. He has a wife. He has friends and family that are depending on him to be a free man and continue living right. But Diddy, bro, you got people who are standing up for you and fighting for you, and it's just gonna take a minute to forgive you for something like this because you know better. The speculations is already out. It's obvious that people really now feel like he has something to do with the death of Biggie and probably Tupac. But they said Cassie did her testimony today. And let me see something again. It was something I came across. This right here. Cassie's husband, Alex Fine, reportedly stared down Diddy during Cassie's testimony. I'm going to just call it how it is, gang. Alex Fine, you a good dude, bro. And I know you got to be there for your wife as you should. Staring down Diddy ain't going to do nothing. I understand Diddy is in the wrong in this whole situation. But money is money, power is power, bro. Alex Fine, you're not going to touch that man. You will never have the chance to get even close to him. Your wife is going to tell you to stay away from that shit. Yes, comfort your wife. Be there for your wife 24/7 as you should, no matter what. But apparently, gang, it's deep. Like, apparently she was getting peed on, but she was asking for it. Peep this. So Cassie was actually the one that asked me to ask the security. Wait, was this a security guard? I believe so. Who was it? Let me see, gang. No, this ain't. It doesn't make it 100% true just because it was said in court or whatever. But so Cassie actually the one that asked me to urinate on her, which means pee on her. They had just come out of the room and she asked me if I had ever done that before, and I said no. And she told me to do it. And apparently I was doing it wrong because they both stopped me and told me that I was supposed to let a little out at a time and not go full, like, take a leak on her. This shit is so crazy, gang. Wasn't Alex her trainer? This shit is so messy, gang. So Cassie really getting down like that. I don't know, gang. I'm not saying it's true because you can say anything in court to cover your ass. But if you get caught lying to that court, it's going to get real bad. It's going to get dangerous for you. It's going to get real dangerous for you. So apparently, Dog was the trainer, right? He was the trainer. In 2019, Alex Fine, Cassie's husband, ran that 50-mile marathon for domestic violence and they hugged each other. Now we know what the hug was really about. We do. We do. She obviously must have confessed to him what was going on back then. You know what I'm saying? Everything that she was going through with Diddy. And yeah, I mean, damn. This is nuts.
White boy. I feel bad that guy was sticking up for us. White boy. This is how. Shut the fuck up, bitch. This is the public. I said, bitch. I said, bitch. I said, shut the fuck up, bitch. I said, I called you a bitch. I called you a bitch.
Who is that? Who is that nigga? Who is that, gang?
You shut the fuck up, bitch. You fucking homo. Shut the fuck up, you fucking homo.
Who is that, gang?
Anybody that takes a dick in the butt is the devil. You fucking Nazi.
Whoa.
You fucking faggot Nazi.
Whoa. What? Who is this nigga popping off?
Oh my God.
That nigga going dumb.
No, I'm building it here on Earth.
Alright, this is too long.
What the fuck did we just what that? He was tripping, yo. Cassie told Diddy, "I'm always ready to freak off," in text messages shown in court. Prosecutors are alleging she was forced to attend the freak offs. Diddy lawyers disagree. Damn, so Diddy going to jail for having sex? Man, it's way deeper than that, bro. He obviously we saw him put his hands on her. This is way deeper than that, gang. This is a domestic violence situation, dog. This is crazy. It's deeper than that. It's deeper than the sex. I mean, and forcing her, I don't know. We don't know if she was being forced to be trafficked off or if she wanted to do stuff with other guys. I don't know, man. I don't know, gang. You got people on here talking about Alex Fine need to chill and watch himself because Diddy really just exposed that Cassie is a freak. Whether she a freak or not, Diddy was putting his hands on her, gang. Like what? Like when do we truly acknowledge that? Because that shit ain't right, gang.
Before we begin, please be advised that viewer discretion is
This is
strongly
apparently
recommended. None of the content presented
the
here
full
has been
testimony
exaggerated
against
or
Diddy.
taken out of context. These are the exact statements made by the prosecution team and Cassie Ventura in a federal court on May 13th, 2025. Some words have been censored to comply with YouTube's guidelines. What you're about to hear is a voiced-over reading of the Day 2 testimony from the Sean Diddy Combs trial. Source: courtroom reporter at Inner City Press on X.com. All parties are presumed innocent until proven guilty. Listen at your own discretion. What you're about to hear is the full testimony given by Cassie Ventura today.
The government calls Cassandra Ventura. How old are you?
38.
What is your work?
Musician and entertainer.
How
This
long
is
were you
real?
with Sean?
10 years.
Did you get in arguments?
Yes, it would result in dragging.
What else did he do?
Me in the head if I was down.
How frequently was he?
Too frequently. I would get black eyes and
Let me show you a
Jesus.
video. Where is this?
the Intercontinental in Los Angeles. It was after a freak off.
What does
That
entail?
video we saw earlier when he was dragging her through the hotel lobby or through the hotel hallways, that was at the Intercontinental in Los Angeles. It was after a freak off.
The hiring of an escort, setting it
I'm imagining a freak off to really be what it sound like it is. Some wild ass shit, gang.
up.
How did you feel when
Where
you
it's just a
first
bunch
asked
of
for
people
it?
just having sex and
Confused,
whatnot.
nervous. I wanted to make him happy.
Did you agree to one when he first proposed it?
Yes. Then there were more. It wasn't something I wanted to do, at least not that frequently. I didn't know what no could turn into.
What do you?
So it sounded like Cassie was into it, but she could have been being into it to make him happy. But I'm not. It could go either way, gang. It could go either way. Ain't nothing wrong with being a freak. Ain't nothing wrong with it. If whatever a freak is to you, right? Whatever your definition of a sexual freak is, ain't nothing wrong with it.
You mean?
Making him angry.
What were you afraid would happen if you said no?
That he had materials.
What did you give the government?
Laptops.
I've handed up GXB. Do you recognize it?
Yes, I've reviewed this drive. It has communication and documents pertaining to Mr. Combs.
Did you review photos on it?
Yes.
What's this photo?
Me in 2004 with Carrie Morgan.
When did you sign with Bad Boy Records?
2006. It was a 10-album deal.
Did you release any after late 2006?
A 10-album
No.
deal.
Who's in this photo?
Damn, that sounds like a life sentence.
She was Sean's ex from before me and the mother of his children.
Where did you celebrate your birthday in this photo?
In Las Vegas. Carrie Morgan was there too. We're out on his patio on my 21st birthday. VMAs.
What happened then?
Sean kissed me in the bathroom. I ran back to my hotel. I told Carrie.
When you got back to New York?
I'd visit him at the Trump Hotel in Columbus Circle. His apartment was being renovated.
What were you doing with your music career?
Trying to come up with a concept. Sean called all of the shots.
What is the age difference between you and Sean?
17 years.
How did you feel when Sean invited you to hotels?
Damn.
Nervous, excited, like we were going to talk about music. He introduced me to... I didn't understand it.
Did you visit Sean in Miami?
Yes, I went with Carrie Morgan in Dallas, Austin.
What did you and Sean do together?
He gave me Blue Dolphin on a boat.
Had you once before taken unintentionally?
Yes,
What
How
the
did you
fuck?
take it
Blue
unintentionally?
Dolphin
was-
Ecstasy. What the hell? I didn't spell ecstasy wrong. Don't judge me. Oh, I'm tripping for sure. I'm tripping.
it was in Gatorade.
When you took it intentionally with Sean, how did it feel?
Like rolling.
At the time, what did you think?
That we were spending a lot of time together. I thought we were monogamous.
Was it made public?
No, I was his artist. Also, his family, his children.
Who was linked to him publicly?
Kim Porter.
How did Sean treat you at this time?
Rest in peace, Kim
We
Porter.
had fun.
What was his lifestyle like?
He had all these assistants. He could get things done. He traveled quite a bit.
What's this photo?
Sean and I at a strip club in New York, like 2007 or 2008. Halloween,
How did Sean's moods vary?
day to day.
When it swung, could you describe it?
Anger, zoning out.
How did it impact you?
Greatly. The next thing I knew, I was getting hit in the face. There was also psychological. He'd tell me to watch my mouth, change my face.
How would he keep tabs on you?
He was,
We didn't
I
live
mean,
far
this
apart.
nigga, I know he
He's-
was 17 years older than her, but he was talking to her as if she was a kid, bro.
And security to come find me, or a trusted assistant.
Like who?
David James, Christina Coram.
Was your relationship exclusive?
No.
Did you see other men?
Yes.
Did Sean see other women?
Yes. He said, I am Puff Daddy. I was insanely jealous.
Did you move to LA with him?
Yes. He wanted to be close to his kids who were there.
Where did you live in LA?
875 Comstock Avenue.
How tall was the building?
No more than 17 floors.
Where did Sean live?
200 South Mapleton. Sean would use a golf cart to get back and forth.
Who paid your rent in LA?
Sean, except when I had the house in Studio City.
Why'd you pay then?
I could afford it then, and I wanted to have some control. It was accepted.
By whom?
Sean.
How many songs did you write while with Sean?
Hundreds. Most were never released. Some
Damn.
got leaked on the internet, some on mixtapes.
How many
Damn.
albums on your deal were not released?
9.
Did you get paid for them?
No. The freak-offs became a job. There was no time to do anything else but do them, then try to recover.
How much time in your week would freak-offs take?
The longest was 4 days, significant periods of time.
At this moment, there was a break. Then they continued.
Who was your manager at Bad Boy Records?
James Cruz,
What did he tell you?
that he was managing me with one hand tied behind his back. He had to check everything with Sean.
How did you make money if your records weren't being released?
I did hosting parties when Sean approved them.
What comments did Sean make about your physical appearance?
That I looked too Mexican with my hair like that.
How did he like your nails?
Wow.
White, French tipped.
Hair?
It varied. I shaved my head in 2009.
Your body?
He told me to work out, prepare for the freak-offs.
How did you feel about his comments?
It varied.
What else did Sean pay for?
Cars.
Did he give you cash?
Yes, but he would take things away depending on how he felt.
What else would he take away?
My self-confidence.
Who would take things away?
Staff. I assume staff.
At this point, There was an objection by the defense. Then the judge said to disregard the last answer.
Who took your laptop and phone?
Security.
How long would they be gone for?
However long I was being punished for.
How often were you in contact
Wow.
with Sean's staff?
Daily.
Who are in these photos?
Christina Coram and Ms. Fletcher.
What did you call Ms. Coram?
KK.
And who's this?
D-Rock. He was Sean's security.
How frequently were you in Sean's residences?
All the time.
Did they all have safes?
Yes.
What did you observe in them?
Cash, jewelry, cameras, and videotapes. In New York, LA, Miami, and Alpine, New Jersey.
Do you recall an incident between Sean and Suge Knight?
Yes. We were having a freak-off in LA. D-Rock came in and said Suge was down at a diner. Sean drove over there.
What was your reaction?
I cried, said don't do something stupid.
Were you ever handed a gun?
Yes. We were going to a club in downtown LA. We'd taken mushrooms. I was high. I was told to put the gun in my bag. I was freaking out.
Who was present?
A driver, security, and Sean. Another time I saw them get dressed and grab guns and leave in an SUV.
How long were they gone?
30 or 40 minutes.
Let me switch topics. How soon into the relationship did Sean mention to you?
First 6 months or a year.
Damn.
How old were you?
22.
Why did you agree to try a freak-off?
Jeez,
Good
man.
question. I wanted to make him happy.
Where was the first freak-off?
One of his homes in Los Angeles.
Who is this?
The first escort.
Do you know his name?
No.
I'll call him the first escort. Were you aware he was paid?
Yes. To dance and to have intercourse with me.
What drugs did you take?
Ecstasy and alcohol. Before things started.
Did you disguise your appearance?
Sean said we would disguise ourselves. I wore a masquerade mask.
What was a session in a freak-off?
Until the escort finished.
How many sessions with the first escort?
At least 2.
How did you feel?
I was high, so I didn't feel much. Dirty and confusion.
That's
and that he was happy with
ridiculous,
me.
bro.
Why did you feel you couldn't say no?
That is
I
human
didn't want to make him
trafficking.
angry or upset after he'd shared this part of himself with me.
How frequent did the freak-offs become?
Weekly for a consistent amount of years.
When was your last
Every
one?
week?
2017, 2018.
How long were you awake during the freak-offs?
I never slept. I took drugs, ecstasy and Molly.
Do you recall all of the freak-offs?
That would be impossible.
Did you want to stop?
Damn.
Yes, I was humiliated. I didn't have those words then. I couldn't talk to anyone about it.
Did you tell him you didn't want to?
Yes, I brought it up gently. I didn't want him to just do it with someone else.
Were you able to express your concerns to him?
At this moment, the defense objected to the question, and the judge told the prosecutor to rephrase his question.
Why would you talk to him gently?
I didn't want him to be angry.
What is this?
Email between me and Sean.
What did you call him?
Pop, pop.
Why?
He asked me what I called my grandfather. I did it,
What?
but now I think it was disrespectful.
What did you write?
I really need to
Why did you write that?
because I wanted to be with him.
I'll read Sean's messages. You read yours. You don't want to do any more?
I'm so predictable.
What did you think this meant?
That he knew I didn't want to do the freak-offs anymore, but then I backpedaled.
Why?
To not make him angry. He could be violent.
Where'd you get your outfit?
Pleasure chest elsewhere.
Did you get piercings?
Yes, Sean came with me.
Which of his homes did you have freak-offs in?
Miami, New York,
What other homes?
my homes, all but Studio City.
In
Wow.
what other cities?
Atlanta, Ibiza,
In what hotels in New York did you have
What?
freak-offs?
Trump, Gramercy,
Intercontinental?
44th Street, yes.
Elsewhere?
Mandarin Oriental, Fontainebleau.
What names were used?
Jackie Starr I used. Frank Black.
What supplies were used for freak-offs?
Glide,
Astroglide, baby oil, condoms.
Who brought the supplies?
So the baby oil shit. Wow, but that shit is real, gang. I thought the baby oil shit was like. I thought the baby oil shit was fake. I'm not even gonna cap to y'all, bro. I thought the baby oil shit was a joke. I thought that shit was fake as hell. I didn't believe the baby oil thing. But if you're gonna have this many freak offs, and you're gonna have a group of people in this bit, everybody's gonna need Astroglide, baby oil, and condoms. It makes perfect sense now. That shit is real. Yo, this nigga Diddy was off the chain, bro. What the fuck?
Security, Sean's assistants.
Which brand of baby oil?
Johnson's.
How was it used?
Sean said, you need to be glistening.
Were there freak-offs where you ran out of baby oil?
After this question, The defense objected the question on the ground of it being irrelevant. Then the prosecutor asked this question,
You also mentioned Astroglide.
but was also objected over the same reason. Then the judge asked for a sidebar. After the sidebar, they continued.
We were just talking about Astroglide. How is it used?
Lubricant.
If you ran out, what would you do?
We'd call either staff or the bell desk, give them a tip.
Were the freak-offs lit?
Initially, it was a candle, strong smelling, Glade.
Any other use of candle wax?
A few times poured on my body.
Who set the temperature of the room?
Sean, I was expected to do freak.
This nigga poured candle wax on her body, gang. Candle wax. Bro, do y'all know how hot that shit is? Candle wax is dumb hot.
Offs on my period.
Did you want to do that?
No.
Did you want to be urinated on?
After this question, the defense objected, giving the reason of asked and answered, but the judge overruled it.
No, I did not want it.
How did it feel?
It was disgusting. It was too much. I choked. No one could think I wanted it.
Why were you choking?
Too much in my mouth.
Who else
Yo.
urinated on you?
Sean.
Did you want Sean to urinate on you?
I didn't want anyone to urinate on me.
How often?
This brings me back to the first part of the video where we spoke about I spoke about the urine thing. And now you see clear as day, Cassie did not want to be urinated on. I don't know if Diddy ever gonna recover from this shit. I don't see how. I don't see how, gang. I really don't see how he can recover from this shit. There's just no, you could give all the apologies in the world, gang. Most niggas that commit domestic violence, they might hit a girl, you know, once or twice. We'll go to jail. We forgive you, whatever. But all of this, bro, you was forcing her to do freak offs, forcing her to have sex with other guys, forcing her to get urinated on. What are we talking about?
Often did it happen?
Often enough.
Which hotel charged the most for damage to the room?
The Intercontinental in New York. They redecorated the whole room for ridiculous money.
Back to the urination. Why didn't you say no?
It was obvious I didn't want to be on the ground being urinated on by two men.
Where did you find escorts?
Initially, Craigslist.
At this moment, they took a break, but then continued.
Ms. Ventura, in what cities did you respond to ads on Craigslist?
In New York.
Did you respond to ads on Backpage as well?
Yes.
Who directed you to communicate with escorts?
At this moment, the defense objected to the question. Then the prosecution asked another question
Who, if anyone?
before being interrupted by another objection due to assuming a fact not in evidence.
Did you ever reach out to an escort independently?
No.
Did you ever not use an escort who arrived?
One couldn't perform, so Sean sent him on.
What was a safe escort?
Not a cop, and someone who'd not run and tell everyone about their experience with us.
Why not a cop?
I learned this whole situation was not legal.
Before Cassie could finish her answer, the defense objected, and the judge said the jury will disregard that answer.
How did Cash get there?
Security, or he brought it himself.
The escort Dave. Do you know his real name?
Clayton Howard.
Who is this? Photo shown to witness.
Daniel.
What service did you use?
A dancer service.
Do you recognize Jules?
Yes.
In what cities did you have freak-offs with Jules?
New York, Los Angeles, Vegas.
Do you know his last name?
No.
Who's this?
I knew him as the Punisher.
Did you use drugs at every freak-off?
Yes. I need to disassociate and become emotionless.
Who else used drugs at freak-offs?
Sean did. Sometimes the escort.
What other drugs did you use?
Special K, GHB, mushrooms.
I'll read
What
Sean's
the
parts of
fuck?
this email. You read yours.
When should I take the thing? When will you be there?
Pausing you there, what did you mean?
Drugs.
I took mine. I'm flying. What does he mean?
He's high.
Why did you take more drugs?
To not be present with the experience.
Why?
Because it was something I hated.
How did you react to ecstasy and MDMA?
It could make me vomit.
What would he say?
To continue.
Did you want to continue to have intercourse when you wanted to vomit?
No.
How does G make you feel?
Drunk, tipsy.
Cocaine?
Makes my heart race. I'm not a huge fan.
Mushrooms?
The walls come alive.
After that answer, they took a break.
Yo. 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 What? This is like, I just would never in a million years expect a billionaire, let alone Diddy, to do something like this, gang. Like, what, bro? What? Bro, all of that? We've all said it, bro. It's certain things you just can't come back from. And I'm truly running with, it's gonna be mighty hard for Diddy to bounce back from this shit, bro. Like, you can have all the money in the world. It don't even matter. In the eyes of the majority, you are a heartless individual, gang. It's just I don't even know what to say, bro. This shit is mad, bro. This supposed to be your shorty, gang. And you treat, bro, I don't care how rich I get. I never, ever, ever do this to any woman on the planet. I wouldn't even think to do no shit like this. We get one life, bro. No do-overs, no rewinds. This is crazy.
But then returned and continued.
When drugs ran out, how did you know who to reach out to?
Sean would tell me.
During the session, how would you know to move to the next step?
Sean.
What would happen after the escort f***ed on you?
Sean would want a body in the next room.
Did you do that?
I did.
Where?
Usually.
Did you want to do that?
No.
How did you feel?
I was an object, being heavily objectified by men. Sometimes he would watch by FaceTime.
Were some sessions recorded on your devices?
Because they were there.
If you saw them on your device, what would you do?
I would delete them.
Why?
They were disgusting.
Who wants to look at themselves do that, gang? Especially somebody who don't want to do that shit. Somebody who's being forced to do that, gang. Who wants to look at themselves do that, gang? Nobody wants to look at themselves do that. This nigga Diddy.
Never wanted anyone to see them.
Were Sean's devices used sometimes?
Yes. I asked him to delete them.
Did he?
I don't know.
Did you ever leave a freak off before it was over?
Yes. At the Century City Intercontinental, I finally had a premiere coming up and I didn't want to mess it up, but Sean hit me.
At what point did Sean hit you?
Between sessions.
What happened next?
I got to the elevator. Next thing I knew, I was thrown to the ground.
Who threw you down?
Sean. He grabbed me by my neck and my hoodie.
Let me show you the video.
At this point, the prosecution showed Cassie the hallway video.
What are you doing?
Trying to use the hotel phone.
What is Sean doing?
Taking my phone and my bag.
This is where the judge interrupted them and told them that was enough for today. What do you think about Cassie's testimony so far? Let us know in the comments down below. And we will see you tomorrow when Cassie continues to testify.
Bro, that shit is insane, bro. And we have to keep up with this shit. So make sure y'all tune in tomorrow, bro. We definitely gonna see what else she got to say, because this is nuts, bro. I can't believe this shit, bro. Diddy somebody we all looked up to, gang. And now it's just, it don't matter what you do, bro. It's gonna forever be tough to look at this nigga the same, bro. Forever, bro. That is, man, that shit's sad as hell, bro. It ain't no way in hell you treat any human being like that you actually care about. It's just no way. No way. No way, gang. That shit's sad as hell, bro.